All right, and what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Tay from Positive Open Mic, of course, and this is the side chat. Hope you guys are doing well, and thank y'all for joining in. But hope you guys are doing well and enjoying your Friday. It's Friday time, you know what it is. So let's start, and like I said, I want to thank everybody out there because we are going to be doing um just recap. Doesn't look like I got everybody in here. The music is messing up a little bit, so I apologize for that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get some stuff straightened out. And I go again, hoping that you guys have there you go. All right. Okay. So yes, let me bring my lovely mug on the screen. Hope you guys are doing well. Apologize for that a little bit, but yeah, let's talk about give everybody a shout out there to have a conversation. Last night we were close to 70,000 people watching the show, and since let me double check now to see if I got any. Nope, I don't look like I have anybody that's coming through. So it might be a short show tonight. I'm just gonna go with the thing. So of course, last night is episode 84. Let me double check. Let me see. That was it? No, it was 85. Saving the world with fairy dust as they never live in the real world. As we talk about all the crazy stuff and let's just say the elites are the elites. Let's say that. And I've said before how do not trust the people like that in that regard. We had as I showed you last night, the celebrities, oh, save the world. Yes, let's save the world. Let's conserve whatever. And they're the biggest water wasters than anything. Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade wasted more water for more stupid stuff than usual. Then, of course, we got the dumb governor of California who say we're trying to get rid of cars and we should be zero emissions by 2035. That ain't happening. That is not happening. 2035, you're not gonna be zero emission. I want people to understand what zero emissions really mean. And the carbon, like I said, carbon credits and all that stuff was a sham. It was a scam. They use it to get money out of everything. And last but not least, again, trust the science. But again, trust the science. Okay, so we could trust the science that the world is warming up and doing crazy things with the weather. But we can't trust the science when it comes to there's a man and a woman. Right. I got it. I feel you. I feel you. So again, last night we had a lot of people in their building, so I'm gonna say so. I hope you guys are doing good on Facebook. Of course, you get there. You go to Facebook. You go to, of course, YouTube where you see this show Tempo FM. Facebook basically shadow banning me, so this is what it is. If you even get this thing here, hey, I'm hoping that you guys could, see something on the Facebook scam. But then we have live now, we have you now, and okay, Nico, and of course Spotify, and it's good to be having all these different platforms to do all these things. So with that said, I'm just gonna head straight to the chat and see what you guys got to say right now. Let me double check here. Let's see. As of now, we have 2,302 in a billion. Hope you guys it could be raised up. All right. So again, many topics was talked about last night. I'm gonna go to the comments and see what you guys were saying. Like I said, it's not since nobody's joining in on the chat per se. not gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a pretty. It could be a short night talking about stuff. Give me 1 second again and make sure I got all um the chat going. Okay. All right. Again, you can leave any comments and we talk about the topics. But again, I'm also just gonna go back to just gonna give people back their time last night for who came through and wanted to express themselves. So give me a question here. Also, don't forget to go on Project Open Mic on YouTube to catch out Andre's mic and listen to another another opinion from somebody else. Again, I'm not the only person on this platform. We have Dr. Feelgood, we have Andre with Andre's mic. So again, just let you know and let me know what's going on. All right, got all the chats up. So if you want, you're on Facebook, you want to put out a little something, put a little something in the chat. Well, I'll look at it. YouTube, Tampa FM, of course, you're the chat I use the most. Live Now is the second one I used to use as well. And yeah, let's go with that. So, and good. And I see a lot of people's coming in the building. All right, now we're up to 11,000, which is a good jump. So 11,373. Okay. All right. So again, California, the literal
piece of loser
governor with all the crap that he's done. So I'm learning how people. It is crazy how, like I said, y'all live in California. Y'all make a lot of money. That's good. Live your life, do your thing. But some of the things I'm like, seriously, the money is ridiculous. I just saw a thing from Gwen Stefan. He was talking about a house, and he's like paying $24,000 a year. $24,000 a year for property tax. Are you crazy? $24,000 a year? Nah. Of course, you saw when it was basically reacted to the young lady. One bedroom, one bath apartment, $1,800, $1,900 a month. My goodness, you people are crazy in that state. Y'all people crazy in that state. So let's go here. Let me see. Ron Williams from California, basically. San Francisco, California. Love your videos. I like watching people wake up from the long slumber. Okay. You still in California, so if I was you, I'd be moving out, dude. On Henri Ma Masseni Masseni, Phoenix, Arizona. I apologize if I pronounced your name wrong. I really am. In case anyone needs to hear it, don't flee your state and turn the new state into the state that you fled. If you're gonna vote the same way, stay out of Texas or wherever you move to. The rest of us are sick of your stay slowly turning to California. That is true. I second agree that one. People saying, and let me see what the people saying behind him. What made me crack a laugh was when when the lady was talking about a community being existent because everybody's from somewhere else. The irony of the poor immigrant people and the irony of her moving outside, clipping away somebody else's community because of what she voted before realizing the road to hell is paving with intentions. That's true. A couple months ago, some Californians asked on Facebook page of the city I live if they're open after 8 p.m. She was from California, and we all told her to go back to where she come from. Oh my God, you guys are evil. You guys are evil. That's Jesse Chanel from Colorado. Well, it's a blue state still. Then another incident, some guy went to the local grocery store manager because he saw Mike conceal and carry. And yes, I'm a woman. Yes, she is. A single mom, and I've been carrying since I was 18. The store man 18. The store manager laughed at him. I got annoyed and told him to go back to California if he doesn't like guns. Wearing a MAGA hat does not make somebody a conservative. You live here, you breathe, you think, you walk, you vote, you sleep conservatism. I call them California Republicans. They claim to be Republicans or conservative, but they breathe and act and sleep and vote like liberals. Okay, Jesse, do your thing. um, Colleen Efficy from Reno, Nevada. Most Californians will get the move and eventually run away from Texas. It's way too rough for the average Cali person. Damn, that's sad. Let me see. Avi Valeri, again, pronounce the name what it is. Avi Valeri, New York City. I used to think we need taxes, but then I grew up and realized people are incompetent, and the government is full of incompetent people. Ah, the birth of a libertarian. That is true. That is true. Anna Masa- Mosaic Maziak. Man, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Ah, from Albuquerque, New Mexico. High cost of living, homelessness, tents, mental illness people, gangs, traffic, trashy streets, low paying jobs are some reason why people are leaving. California is a hot mess. I can see that. Agreed. Agreed. And you're paying all this money for what it is. Oh man, greetings, soldier. What's going on? Yashai. And again, the thing about it, like I'm saying to you people, is like this. Like I said, it has, like the lady said, it has good weather, and that good weather has given a lot of good fruits. And California is one of the fruit. Again, remember they're the fifth largest economy in the whole world, and they've given fruits and stuff to the farmers. So it has its goodness. I'm not knocking that. They could be that, but y'all, um, y'all government has run it to the ground. It's it's run crappily. Sadly, that's what it is. It sucks. It really does. It really does. Alex Cortez, all right, from Mexico City, Mexico. Oh, there we go. Hey, thank you for joining, brother. The problem with America now is that everybody wants to be politically correct and nobody actually wants to tell actual science, but emotional wins. Ah, okay, so you're talking about the one where they talk about believe the science. And again, I laughed about that one again. Believe the science. Yes, we could believe there's global warming. There could be climate change, which again, climate always changes. I don't get that part, but whatever. But we can't believe a man's a man, a woman's a woman, a boy's a boy, a girl's a girl. Again, I don't care what y'all want to do with you. When you're 18 years old and you want to change yourself to be a man, more power to you. If you're a woman, if you and you're a man want to change a woman, more power to you as well too. But leave the kids out of this. Stop with the hormones. Stop with all that crap. Stop messing with these young kids' bodies. Because majority of those people, when they get older, they're more available to get cancer, and they're the ones who also get the most messed up things. So don't do that. Just don't. Let it get until 18 and let them do what they gotta do. But other than that, I am not. Look what's going on in oh yeah, I forgot. Europe in Europe, and basically in Europe in London itself, or most of Europe, they're banning transgender operations to little kids because they say it's crazy. Good for the kids. Yes. Messing with people's bodies when they're not fully formed and stuff is I think is a horrible thing. Bad enough we eat food and all stuff that's processed, and then now we're gonna inject stuff that's not usually to their bodies or giving them a high hormone change just for what? Just for make the parents feel all right. I saw a video where this woman brought her two daughters to it's kind of like a strip club, and I would take you. The lady was going around taking money, and I'm like, oh no, what? The kids look miserable, and I'm like, and you see the homosexual guys at the side dancing. I'm like, this is entertainment. Okay, all right, whatever floats anybody's boats, but it is what it is. Michael Holman from New York, after being told for 2 years to trust the science while not being allowed to question any of it, which is the big aspect of real science, questioning, I can't blame people for not willing to trust the so-called science they see now. That is true. That is true. Tim Lamsinger. Tim Lamsinger from Sacramento, California. While this might seem like a good idea on paper, in reality, there are problems with electric vehicles being used on larger scales. For example, the lithium batteries in lithium batteries used in cars is toxic. Well, yeah, I pointed that out many times. The electricity used to charge the vehicles comes from fossil fuels, which negates the whole reduction carbon footprint. That's why I'm staying when I'm like, how the heck is this zero emissions? You're correct, sir. That's what I said. I don't understand how that could be zero emission. It makes no sense. There are arguments for and against electric cars, but I think most people can agree that the status quo is not sustainable for the environment in the long term. Okay, and I agree with you on that, and that's why I say I have nothing. We go with that, but also I think we should branch out and use everything. I say that again. I'm gonna keep on saying 'cause I have to. Let's use gas. Let's use oil. Let's use diesel. Let's use biodiesel. Let's use solar panels. Let's use generate wind power. Let's use plant-based fuels as we can. Let's use nuclear power. Let's use all of these things. Let's use natural gas. I mean, hydroelectricity. I'm not against it. Let's use all of these. And let's set it in a spot that if something fail, we can still use it to back up the other. If you want to use gasoline gas and coal as a last resort, okay, and put those in front. So when the wind stop blowing and the solar panels can't charge and the batteries charge off, let's have it as the quick fix that we use gas or diesel or something just to keep it going. Because the sucky part about this again, look at those. Let's for all the people who are home on dialysis machines or certain things, and the power goes off. It's just crappy. I'm just giving examples. This ain't helping nobody, really. So that's why I said let's just use different things. What up, Double A? Woke up with a headache. I got you, man. I got you. But let's have the conversation about different things out there. I mean, give it. Go back on Facebook, like my guy about a show. Like he promotes a lot of like as food to be healthy, fresh fruit, farm ready, and all this stuff. And again, that's a good thing to have. Hopefully, when I get a chance to, after going through a lot of stuff I'm going to be going through right now, hopefully I could get my backyard and I've been talking to Asa, and we're gonna try to put some fruit trees in there. We're gonna put a vegetable garden and stuff like that. We're gonna do that and have some fun with it. That's what we're gonna do. It's just something that we're gonna have. We will have. So let's just we right now just I don't know. It's just if we do things that way, it will help our bodies. One, two, it will help also share because again, if you live in the cities and stuff in the United States and the cities, I said the pandemic shows the weakness of what's going on. You couldn't get food, you couldn't get water, you couldn't get a lot of stuff, and that's what's happening right now with California because they never built reservoirs when they had rain, when they had the time. The old saying when it's time to collect and do all the stuff, that's the time to really make build the reservoirs and all that stuff. Now you have these crazy droughts. And like Gavin said last night, which also puzzles me to hell. I got a question to people who talk about, oh, the wildfires are so crazy, California and stuff. And because Gavin said that we had more lightning strikes in the last couple of weeks than whenever it started fires. I got a question for that. Sorry about that. I had to take a drink of water for the people who listen on audio. Sorry. But I got a question for that. When you have when you have lightning causing the fires, right? Because of that. If humans were living in those spaces, wouldn't the lightning still cause the fires and cause the problems? And it would have burned out and it would have been a regrowth or whatever. So you guys are messing Mother Nature no matter what you do. Oh, Mother Nature, we as nationalists there, we're doing this for Mother Nature. You still messing with Mother Nature because maybe the lightning was there just to kill off all the old growth, the tinder and everything, and new stuff grows up. There's some trees that grows because of true ashes and stuff or other because that's how he does the land. But nobody talks about that. That's the part that bores me. The fun will have to become reading Yeshai from the island of Nevis. I think you say Nevis. If you are my brother, the fun will have to become a reality, as food is going to be the next huge crisis. I think you're correct. I think you're correct. Food. I mean, in certain places, food gonna be the next new places. I mean, crisis. I'm sorry, the next crisis. Because listen, I'll tell you this, Shy, and tell everybody else too. When the pandemic was happening, right? Like I said again, just down the road, I live in the countryside. Just down the road, there's a farm. You get cows. You get milk. You could have got pigs. That's what I have. Most of the stores are just down the road from me. You get you get pineapples. You could have gotten you get onions and tomatoes and stuff like that because these people who have a farm there that took an old gas station and turned it into kind of like a mini, how should I say, like a mini flea market, not flea market, fresh market. You know what I'm talking about, like farmers market. I'm sorry, farmers market. So they had food there, lettuce and cucumbers and all that stuff like that, just down the road. I mean, I could walk it. That's the thing about being outside in the country. I ain't gotta worry about that. But in the city, you go grow stuff in the city. Don't get me wrong, you can. And there are lots of shows of people who've got their little they could grow certain things in the city, but you can't do cows, you can't do chicken, you can't do those, whatever. People try to have it in there and it makes noises, so the city will stop you. So you can't get really farm the fresh food all the time. And if the trucks are not coming in because Again, next pandemic, if you don't got gas, because again, most of the trucks are diesel, whatever. If the trucks can't bring the food to it, the prices goes up. When the prices go, and even when the prices don't go up, you cannot get the food. So it's gonna be a rush on the market. Independence is what needs to be. You're correct that the and to go further in the talk of what you were saying, Shy, really, last night when those when the WEF was saying you should not own private cars or own your own house. Again, they're the ones who said that we should stop gas from going into to certain countries so we could stop this climate. But again, they're the same people who tell you to eat bugs, but but they are the ones who eating their foie gras and their beef and all the other high foods that they could get. It's crazy. Ah, lightning, double A. Yeah, it does the stuff. Let me see here. Like I said, giving shout outs to my brother. Like I say, Yeshua, once again, I happen to have wells on my farm. Happy for you that you have that, and where you at, of course, in Nevis, you could do that. In California, holy smokes! Just to dig a well because of the drought and everything that's going around to get to the dark water, just to help you out if you ain't digging, just to get the well in California, it's a house payment. Some people have paid half $1 million to dig for wells, and that's for normal houses, not even for the farms. That's for the houses. $500,000? No, no. But going what you're saying, you have wells on your farm. I happen to have wells on my farm, but I still have to make use of water conservation practices like mulching. Uh, oh, you in Central? Oh, you in California yourself? Okay, but I have to make use of the conservation practices like mulching and intercropping. A permaculture approaches permaculture approaches is needed, but many are concerned with the economics and mass production versus healthy, nutritious, quality food. Now, I'll say this: if you're in California, if your farm is there, because again, I know we ain't talked for a while, but if your farm is there, like I said, you got the best land in California, and like I said again, California has the best temperature of the land to grow stuff. That's why they call the vegetable and produce of the we call it of America. That is true. And you farm has wells. I mean, if you're like I said, if you're in California and you have farms, I hope that you, with the water, groundwater as it is, I don't know how. I mean, you would have to tell me, Shy, how it is, because again, I know people in California too. Like I said, who had to spend $500 to get a well to dig a well for his house. So I don't even want to know what it is. And like you just saying there, a lot of people in a shortage 2 months, not 2 months ago, a month ago, they rather you farmers stop using the water so they could use the water in the cities to do nothing. Which again, I don't get that part. You rather starve to death or have food. I don't get it. That's my. It's a weird stance, I should say. Lightning show where I'm at. Has hell frozen over yet? Oh, what up, Trip? There was a story about citizens funding and building their own private food processing plant. Well, some people maybe need to do some stuff. California drains Nevada. Oh, you guys are hilarious with it. I do see that we get it. We do need like I stated, we do need I mean let me see here. Again, let's see anything else. then they won't eat. But it is all about how many still look at farmers and their contribution to society. That is sure. You are correct again, Shy. That's the thing. Because again, it was like, was it? it it's also the way how the politics works. I'm not talking about politics, Democrat, Republican, and all that stuff because California is voted by Democrats straight up, so it made no difference. That's not what it is. The problem is people in LA can vote where the water go for the people in Central Valley because of how the situation is set up and it's messed up. So they will try to. They have tried many ways in the past, and I don't know if it is happening now. Again, you're underground, Shy, so you gotta tell me. But I know from what I've seen from other people and what they're saying, they have voted to take water from certain parts around LA and whatever to do carry the water into LA and San Francisco, whatever. Remember, they could have used desalted, good grief, desaltation plants, but they don't want to do it because they don't have no because they said it uses too much of power. Says the same county, same country, sorry, same state that has rolling blackouts. Like it's misjudged there. I don't get it. It's new to me. Most people I know have alcohol breakfast and lunch. Have alcohol for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Anderson, okay, and Anderson is he's in L.A. Majority power, water purification plants. Desaltation plants is what I said. Needed to say. I got it tongue tied. I worked in the Hollywood area where they have water wasting, watering grass. Well, again, I wonder if I could show this again. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can bring that back up so you guys can see it. I'm gonna see if I can find it. My to show you. They don't again, once again, they don't care. No, 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 no. There we go. Bringing that up. Let's see what it is. Yep. I'm gonna bring this back up and show you like I did at the show last night. Cause again, a lot of people just don't see. Was it? What's that? There you go. That this last night. There you go. This is what I was talking about. You talk about the water. They wasted water. Massive. As again, Kim Kardashian, Kevin Hart, Sly Stallone are accused of massive water waste. Okay, you're supposed to have only 55 gallons per resident. You know, in California, that was the rule that was passed last year. They don't. These people don't care. And again, if it's $55, 55 gallons per month, I mean, sorry, per day, that comes out to 1,655 per month. If it's a 30-month thing, look at these people doing in a month 232,000 gallons, 101,000 gallons. Excuse me. Um, Sylvester Stallone, 230,000 gallons, more than 55% over the allowed budget. It's supposed to be. Kevin Hart, 117,000 gallons. Again, these are way, way, way over what it's supposed to be. And again, I love Dwayne Wade and Gabby, and of course, they weigh. How much did they weigh? I forgot. Where was it? Where was it? See, it was somewhere here. Not where was the Dwayne Wade one? Cause that one had me. Yeah, Dwayne Wade and Gabriel Union, who I have differences in their thinking, but whatever it is, they have. See, like I said, more than because of their what is it? Their pool problems. I know it was right here somewhere. Give me a second. I know I found it. Oh yeah, here you go. This is right here. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union appeared to have begun to make some progress in maintaining their water usage on their property in the month of June, going over by 90,000 gallons. But their May bill was staggering. They used an extra 489 gallons of water that month due to swimming pool malfunction.
What? What the fuck?
These people don't care. This is the part that's why I was trying to prove the point right there. They don't care. They don't, but they're the ones like, oh, we gotta conserve water. Let's not use plastic. Let's use plant bottles. Let's do this. Let's do all the other stuff. You first. You say, don't come tell me how to live my life in my water when you use more. Okay. Let's use this thing called math again. You know this thing. Let's see. 480,000 gallons divided by 1655. So you guys are using enough water that 292 families could use, and it's just one family using the 292 allowed water usage. Jeez Louise. But I need my grass to grow. Y'all wrong, Trip. Y'all wrong. Rivers are going Anderson, rivers are going down the drain. Poor schmucks. Can't even have a lawn, do laundry and shower without pain with the agony. Hey, they can pay for it unless there are loopholes. Oh, there's no loopholes and no, Trip. They're not paying. The problem is they're not paying it. They're paying for the water bill, but they're not paying the fines. That's the difference. Remember, the thing I was saying was the fine is in a drought, which California is in a drought. You're supposed to pay $100,000. No, not $100,000. Why not? Let me just go ahead and put it back on. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. I have the video. I think I know where to just see if I can find. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find where they say about how much you're supposed to pay. That's the problem. They're not paying the fines. That's the bad part. They're not paying the fines because they don't care. Let me see here. Go find it. Give me 1 second. Okay, there you go.
News state.
$10,000. That's what it's supposed to be. In a drought, you're supposed to pay $10,000 each day in which the violators occur. $10,000. That's what they're supposed to be paying. So when you go back to the thing, look what it was saying. Like the Kim Kardashians and stuff like that. They're not paying 7 months of water conservation, first implant of last year. Let me get back to the. Give me 1 second. Let me get back to the thing so I can roll better. They're not paying the pair have received notices of exceedance from the district, which have served wealthy cities of Agona Hill, Calabasas, Hidden Hills, and Westlake Village. These notices are given district residents to suppress their monthly water usage and allotted by the department at least 4 times. So they've been telling them, hey, and they're not paying the fine. They don't care what the notices is them. They don't care. That's what I'm trying to say. They don't care. And that sucks. Why am I not surprised that they're not paying the fine? If the government doesn't care, don't answer that. They don't care. No, they could get a lot of money from them, but again, that's a lot of water going to one family when according by California's rules that they voted by. It's just ridiculous. That's why a lot of people is moving out of California. Again, Shy, I respect you that you went there, and if you're doing good and you're making money because you can find profit, my brother, God bless you and you do your thing. Me, I could never live in that state. Again, after seeing that thing, a 1 bedroom apartment and bathroom, $1,800. I pay $1,800 for this house, and I got 3 bathrooms and 5 bedrooms, and I got land. The heck? And I don't pay $24,000 per year for property tax. I still can't believe when a guy said that $24,000 a year. That's a car. That's 2 cars if you want something cheap. Good Lord. $24,000. Desaltation plants, but yo, California is huge. The problem is the cities do have overpopulation and congestion will differ to many in small farming communities. Oh no, yes, but you're right, but it and these saltation plants are mostly for the city, so you guys could see the problem is the ground table, the groundwater table is not that strong in California. So if the desaltation plants was there and the cities could get their water and do stuff like St. Thomas has and get stuff like that, then maybe we could, when the rain does come and if they could put some better reservoirs, maybe the groundwater will rise back up so you don't gotta drill so damn far and spend so much money just to get water. And it'll be beneficial for the farmers. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. It should be that. But again, they're right now trucking and trying to figure a way to get water from not from Central Valley, also from Redding and the Redwoods and North California because of the hills, because of the snow that could drain out. But the problem is that it's not even the snow is not even getting all the way down to the Southern California part. That's the part that sucks the most too. Come get me out of California. I hear you, Anderson. Overpopulated by homelessness. And like I said, he lives downtown, Shari. So like I said, he lives in LA, like the city of LA. So a little bit outskirts maybe, and not I say outskirts, a little outskirts. Um, California governor, we pay homelessness to get high, and not for celebrities to pay their share. Two sides of extreme. Really what the f? Yeah, that's true. True on that. True on that. And you know what? That's what it is. Let me see what other people saying in other, like I said, other chats. Go around the horn for a second. Sheldon Yoder. Basically, let me see. Sheldon Yoder from Sacramento, California. How much diesel fuel does it take to mine the lithium for the batteries? Oh, it takes a lot. How much environmental impact does it strip mine the landscape for lithium cars? A lot. How will they dispose of batteries? Not many places have done a good job. Hell, they can't even get. Again, I showed the videos before that. What they can't get rid of the blades from the wind turbines, which last an average of 10 years, and after that they are toxic. They're put into dumps and just toxic. And they can't break them down. They can't. It makes its own toxicity, but nobody talks about that stuff. How do you fuel the power plants? Well, we ain't got thing. How much stock does Gavin Newsom have invested in electric cars? Well, that's a good question. That's a really good question. Most of these products, well, we already don't see Gavin Newsom's wife got paid off by PG&E, so we know they don't care about the wildfires since they're taking money from people who are supposed to fight the wildfires, the electric company that causes the problem. The middle class and poor can no longer live in California because you have to spend everything you have in order to fulfill everything. Regulations need just to be simple to survive in the state. Well, again, like that young girl said last night in the show that I was in the show, when she says she pays $35,000 in income tax. I'm like, holy smoke, $35,000. She ain't running a business. She was just working at Disney, and she had to pay $35,000 in income tax. My goodness. Oh, we got some good questions up in. I mean, good topics up in here. Let me see. Joseph Petroius. Joseph Petroius, I think. New York. New York, New York. So many questions is what is planned for the gas. So many questions is what is planned for the gas station. I'm. I mean, it's obvious they will convert to electric cars, charging stations, but no gas station can just be gas anymore. They might need to wait in certain areas, even possible motel attach. Oh yeah, because you gotta wait so long for the batteries. I got you saying attach. Not only do my thing is this. Again, what happened to the people in the apartments and stuff like that? They're gonna, I was talking to my sister today. They're gonna cause fighting. I said it in last night's show. You have me what? Let's say you have 50 apartment buildings. You ain't gonna have 50 charging stations. You're not. There gonna be some fun because again, some person's gonna be like, "Hey, I gotta get to work. I gotta get to work." It's gonna cause chaos in the city. It's gonna cause chaos. Not only, let's see, not to consider how quick it takes to fill up a empty tank in a gas car, maybe 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, they may give and take 40, $90 on depending on the price. Granted, they will save money without need of electricity to be delivered to them, but one vehicle could be taking a charge up to 8 hours. My guess is the price of changing public charging station will skyrocket. Of course it will. And again, you think the government's gonna give up that revenue that they have because California have the highest taxes in the country when it comes to gas taxes. They're gonna tax the electricity. Addison, I swear, my family is too afraid of supposed racism to move. Well, there's a reason why I would say a certain thing, but I'll leave that alone. So let's see, the charging will skyrocket to maintain the dollars per minute to be used to have gas, but also free up more charges for other people's. Like I said, I just guessing. I'm assuming it won't be pretty used unless it won't be pretty unless we find a way to speed up charging. But again, that's a terrible for the battery, and it will cost thousands of dollars. And I've said that before. The problem with batteries, these kind of batteries that we don't have the technology yet. But the problem is though, when you fast charge a battery, you decrease the cycles. So the best way to let the battery last longer is to slow charge it. And again, most people don't want to spend 45 to 50 to 45 minutes, 35 to 45 minutes waiting for their car to recharge. And like we stated before, just because your car charged then doesn't mean that your car will charge, because again, most of those people, if you don't have your own house, if you're leasing, if you're renting, you don't have the space for it. I don't think these people think it through. Jim Vaughn from Washington, D.C. Worldwide transportation is 16%, including ships, aircraft, train, etc. Cars are only a fraction of the total. even if all the vehicles were EVs by 2035, the reduction of CO2 be at least 4% because even California's grid is not green, and EVs take more CO2s to make and move. Governor Newsom presumes new tech within 12 years. World production of EVs is about $3 million. California bought 2 million cars annually. Lithium is scarce, and the price is going up 12, 12,000%. Okay, 12,000% due to the EV demand. Lithium supply is limited to the world production to 5 million annually. In order to have gas engines, Sale One must presume new technologies that scales better in the current lithium EV tech. To assume that certainly putting the cart before the horse within the next 12 years. That is true. You're right, Jim. And again, remember, that's California. Then you got the WEF, like I said last night. They don't want you to own your own car. They don't even want you to own your own house. These people want you to rent your house, rent your car. I mean, not rent, lease. Yeah, rent a car, rent your house, so you don't own nothing. And here's the funny part: they're the ones who rent it to you so they can get more money. Because again, they're not the ones who's gonna, I don't know, again, they're not the ones who are gonna give up their private jets. They're not the ones who are gonna give up their private limousines or their fancy cars. That's gas cars. They're not. That's true. People whose families came into California act like they came in on Teslas. Addison says. And Trip is you own nothing and be happy. That's basically what they said. You own nothing and be happy. Not doing good. So yeah, it's ridiculous. Okay, we up to 27,750 people in the building. Thank you again. Remember, hit the like button, share button, subscribe button, all these things, wherever platform you are, to help us out in the algorithms and all the places. Go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe, help us out, guys. Let's get up there. Abraham Graham. Abraham, that's a unique name. Granaham. Abraham Granaham. I think that's how you pronounce it. Abraham Granaham, Miami, Florida. Everything comes with consequences. Everything comes with consequences. Everything remember that, governor. Sorry, remember that, governor. Every state needs to do this. The sooner the better. Lynn, okay, so let me see. Lynn Hetrick. Lynn Hetrick from San Francisco, California. Okay. Again, I'm not a person scared of it. Every state needs to do this. The sooner the better. New EVs are roughly the same amount of money up front as new cars. And in the long run, EVs are much cheaper than gas. No gas, no oil changes, less wear on brakes. In 15 months, in the 15 months that I have an EV, I have bought 2 jugs of windshield wiper fluid. That's the extent of my expensive. Okay, Lynn, I got a question for you. Have you changed the fluid for the battery that keeps the battery cool from so you don't explode from underneath you? When that happens, I hope it changes stuff. Are you gonna own an EV? Are you gonna own an EV for a long time and not buy a new one? Are you gonna own it like maybe let's say 10 years or stuff like that? Because again, within that time, the battery will get to a point where you won't like it. And on the cheap end, it costs 2,000. It costs no, sorry. It costs $10,000 on the cheap end to rechange your battery. So you'll pay the 10,000. I don't think all the states should do this, Lynn. I disagree with you saying. I'm happy that you bought an EV and you have and you think and it's working for you. Great. Not got nothing against that. I don't think all the states should do this because it is the reason I say that because that's not the problem. The problem is the economy. And please tell me, do you have a charger at your house? That's when it breaks. That's also a misnomenclature. But you live in a car, so you say that because you have regenerative brakes. Changing those brakes and getting those things right, you got to go to the dealership. You're spending more money for the dealership to do your regular up cost than if you could do it by yourself. Because, like I stated before, you cannot like me. I changed my brakes from my, you know, gas power car. It normally last time I changed my brakes in my car, it was $800 from the dealership. That's a lot of money. I did my brakes, full brakes, everything, rotors and all this. And oh yeah, and I didn't even change the rotors. All I did was turn them. I changed rotors, everything, brand new, all that stuff for $400. Dealerships ask to change oil. They change it. It's $80, $90 to change oil. I changed my oil for $30 because I do it myself. I have no problem doing it. But again, I get you. I'm not saying that. I say that if all states do this, it's gonna cause more headache than you think. And again, what happens when you need to charge your car when you have a rolling blackout? That's what I want to see there. Steve survived. Okay, now you've been a jabroni. Steve survived from Portland, Oregon. California have two options: either electric cars or flying cars by 2035. Oh God, we don't need flying cars. I'll tell you, man, if we got all the access, we have everything. You want flying cars? People could crash in your buildings or on your roof. Oh no. This is California at its best. Once again, step forward where others hesitate or refuse to tread. Julia Raymond from Sacramento, California. Are you okay? These are the replies to what happened is when in the chat what we have that you get replies to certain people and I just read the main chats, the main replies sometimes, but people are tag the person and they can reply to it. So let me only reading the replies to her. Yes, I'm gonna love paying higher taxes. Absolutely, I really need more progressive governors like Gavin Newsom to care about our environment. What to say just when you're driving an EV at this point and your bills and everything is more expensive? That's true. I just wanted to see that. I didn't know I'm gonna leave that alone. Howard Byrne from again, got a lot of people from California up in this joint. That will make all service workers move out of California and leave only the rich in California. The rich will be the only one that can afford the $100,000 electric cars. Okay, I'll say that, but there are electric cars that's about $25 to $30,000. But again, that's a new car. Who said the poor people have the money? Because they said they're doing this for poor people. It's ridiculous in that regard. J.W. Peppers, Chicago, Chirac, Chirac. When I grew up, the definition of science was theories and conclusion based on test and observation. Now it means group of people who agree with what other people want to believe. That's true with the science stuff. Correct on that. Let's see here. Just double checking there on the. Oops. Making sure anybody else in certain chats to be going in. Let me see that. Double check here. Okay. All right. Yeah. I think this is good enough, guys. Like I said, again, I try to answer as much as I can with this. Let's see. Let me guess. Some food stamps on the side, stimulus checks to buy me a new Tesla. Okay, now you're being a smart butt trip. But that's what they're saying. They're gonna get a refund for you to buy a $30,000, $40,000 car. Again, here's the thing though. You have to buy a Ford or a Chevy or GMC to get the refund that they just passed in the Inflation Reduction Act, which doesn't reduce inflation. So buying a Tesla, no, it's not guaranteed. It's so stupid. It's just asinine in most cases. It really is. But you know what? Whatever it is, whatever it is. But like I said, since I didn't have the guys them on here, I'm gonna call it a quick night. So I want to thank Shoy, Trip, and Anderson who wants to go back and forth. That's most of the people I went back and forth, and all the people you guys who tune in again. Remember again, guys, you can go to YouTube to check out our backlog. The same thing you can do the exact same thing for excuse me, Spotify. In the description, if you go to the description of the Project Over Mike itself, you're gonna find links to Spotify and Temper FM and all the other stuff. So check it out. Help the channel out, of course. Give us the HBO special, man. Hook a brother up. Hook a brother out, man. Help a brother out. That's what it is. But I want to thank you guys out there for giving me your time, your ears, your mind, your eyes. So listen to what we have to say. And again, to the people who are like, yeah, this is the future, whatever. Take a chance and go through a lot of the past videos I've talked about and stuff. I'm not against having electric cars. You're spending your money to do that. That's good. But I don't think all states should do this because it's not a silver bullet. It's gonna make things worse. It takes too much power to make the cars, even though that, like you said, the person said that you paid up front. Yes, but you also pay at the back because, again, when, like the other person said, when the battery's dead, are we recycling the batteries or what are we going to do with the batteries? And these cars have gotten so sophisticated that when you have an accident, what are you going to do? Get rid of the batteries or build back the car? Most of the people who have the EVs, they get rid of the car. So you'd be more wasteful than before. So it is what it is, man. But like I said, it's not the answer. That's all I can tell you. It's not the silver bullet. It's not the answer. I'm not against. We need to use all forms of power to make sure oil and gas and natural gas stuff lasts as long as it is. Because when that goes, this planet it's gonna be wars like crazy. And I hope to God I am 6 feet under by that time comes. All right. But anyway, again, thank y'all for coming through, checking out your boy in the chat. Hope you guys have yourself a good night. Remember, evil comes in all shapes, size, height, creed, race, nationality. Evil's evil. And for us, people are stupid, as the guy said with the government. Government is full of incompetent people, as he stated. People are stupid, individuals smart. That's one individual. Alright? Your boy takes it. Wish you all have a lovely weekend. Enjoy your self. Be safe. We'll catch you next time for the next side chat next week. And don't forget Project Over Mike, Dr. Feel Good on Monday. Stranded Nutritious that comes on Tuesday. Andre's Mike's on Wednesday. So we have a whole platform. It didn't work out this week. We have a whole shellacking of a lot of stuff to give you a breadth of different opinions on different topics. It's not all political. Sometimes it's just about men and women. Sometimes it's about feelings. Sometimes it's about stuff like Andre talked about body positivity this week. Have that. So check it out and see what's going on the Project Over Mike. Again, you can check it on the YouTube right here, Project Over Mike YouTube, where you can really get into and see all the past stuff. All right. Again, hope you guys have a good night and be safe. Okay. Peace out.